Hey, good morning, folks. Brother Cross here, BJC Outdoors. Hey, down here on the Tennessee River this morning. Gonna do a little anchor fishing, man. We're up shallow. We're on the edge of this bank. Got a lot of timber down through here. Good place to catch a flathead or a big blue. We'll take either one. It's real windy today out on the main river, so we're kind of up in the back of this small river here, and we're gonna be fishing with skipjack today. Got some fresh skipjack. My rig I'm using got 70-pound Hercules braid. That's a mid-Atlantic Catfish 3-way swivel. Heavy duty swivel too, man. That's a 50-pound Berkeley big game leader, and that's a Bounty Hunter 10-aught circle hook for mid-Atlantic Catfish. The weights I'm using, man, this is what I use in this timber. I ordered these from Kevin Norris. You can get him on Facebook, man, but he runs a business called Bearded Whisker Seekers. That's a hard word for me to say. Well, all of them together. But anyway, that right there is an awesome dragging rig or fishing instructor. It's short. He makes a long one for dragging, which I use these for dragging. Or for this right here, this is what I ordered them for, because that's a lot easier to get out of this timber. If the fish pulls you back in there than it is trying to drag out a bank sinker or a no-roll sinker or something like that. But awesome people to deal with. Well, I'm gonna get these baited up, man. Chunk them back here in these trees and see if we can hook up with a big one or a little one. We're just fishing, man. Like I said, we ain't got a lot of choice today. I can't fish the area that I would normally fish, so we're gonna chunk these out in here and kind of do a little exploring this morning. We're not gonna stay out here too long. I just had a little time and I thought, man, I ain't fixing to waste it. I'm going to the river, so we're here and we're gonna give them a shot. Like I said, I only got a couple spots I want to check in here. This one here, like I said, it's a small river and we got a lot of timber in it, so I figured it'd be a good place to pick up a good one. There is a lot of gar in here, and turtles. We just had a turtle come up back here, so we're sitting in about 15 foot. Water temp 68 degrees. Got just a little bit of current, not much, barely enough to keep the boat straight, but we're gonna give it a shot, man. Like I said, it looks like a place that would hold a big fish. All you can do is try. If you don't never fish it, you never know. So. Go, folks. There we go. And we just got set up in here. I just picked up my skipjack rod. And cause I've seen some skipjack busting, but they're sporadic. Now I have no idea if it's gonna be a blue or a flathead. But I wouldn't think there'd be any blues up here in this section of the river. But I may be wrong. I gotta get this bait rod out of the way now. Man, that didn't take no time. I'm hoping it's a flathead, but it's not acting like one. No, but it's a dang good blue. Sure is. I never would have thought that. You never know where they're gonna be in the fall, folks. I mean, I've been catching them shallow, up in the flats, but you just don't never know. That's a good one. That dang good one to start with for sure. Ain't what we come out here for, but hey, I don't care if a flathead trip turns into a blue cat trip. It don't bother me at all. All right, buddy. Man, it amazes me at the difference how these fish look when the river fish and you get in these small sections of the river, the fish just look different to me. They're just dark, man. You are hooked up too, boy. You are hooked up. I'm gonna get the pliers on you. That's one thing about them bounty hunters. You get one hooked up on it. If he gets that hook in him, he ain't coming off. Alright, folks. That's a nice blue to start with right there. I mean, like I said, that ain't what we're here for, but hey, we'll take him. I ain't gonna discriminate against none of them. Well, alright, buddy. I appreciate you. I never would have thought he'd be up here in this section of the river that shallow. That's good to know, though. Alright, buddy. Behave, I'll let you go. Hey. There you go. Folks, I thought I had a good flathead on, because like I said, he come out of that tree right there in 14 foot of water, so you just don't ever know where they're gonna be. Every time I get my bait rod out and try to catch bait, that's what happens. I get bit. What that is probably a gar, if I had to guess. I really don't want him. I do have a couple live goldfish in here. If we was to find some flathead, I'll chunk them out, but until we do, we're just gonna use skipjack, because this skipjack are fresh. And that's what I caught flathead on the last time I was down here. Like I said, the conditions have changed, you know, as far as the current flow. And I see what they've dropped the water about a foot on this lake here recently, because I can see where it's wet up on the bank and on this tree. But we're gonna still give it a chance to see. Like I said, I know there's some fish in these kind of places right now. Right there, hitting like a flathead. Oh. He was definitely hitting like one. He's still acting like one. Yeah, a little flathead. He ain't no big one, but he's a flathead. That's all that matters. Come on in here, boy. Come on in here, boy. Little young man, let us look at you. Yeah, he ain't no big one at all, but man, I tell you what, there ain't nothing like that thing. I knew there'd be some in here. I don't know, didn't know how many. It's just one of them places, but it sure laid out for them. One good blue and one young flathead. If we don't catch another fish out of this spot, it was well worth stopping. All right, buddy. Man, I sure do appreciate y'all being calm like y'all are. Old Blue, he'd been acting a fool. Well, that means there's some fish smelling my baits downstream, because I moved out just a little bit. I got hung up on all 3 rods where I was, so I moved out some to kind of get out of the timber. Nice little flathead, man. Fun to catch. Like I said, he ain't no size to him. He's a little short rascal. Got mud all over his belly, but that's typical with a flathead. Well, buddy, I sure do appreciate you. You ain't got no size to you, but I'll take you all day long. Nothing like them fish right there, man. I don't think there's a catfish fisherman alive that's ever caught them things that don't respect the fish and enjoy catching them. And like I said, they don't have to be big. You know, a little short, stocky flathead like that, man, they'll put up a good fight, you know. Well, alrighty. Get that and baited up, chunk it back out there, and maybe we can pick up another one. He was kind of behind the boat, so he wasn't in the timber. But I figured they cruise this bank, you know, in and out of this timber. You know, when they get ready to rest, they'll go up in the timber. But it just looked like a good place for one to sit up. I'm getting a bite on that one right there, too. Got that northeast wind now trying to blow across the river, and it's spinning the boat around, but maybe it'll give us a few more minutes here anyway. I'd like to sit here at least 30 more minutes, see if we can pick up another one. I mean, that's 2 good fish right there in about 45 minutes. You know, you can't, or you know, one, not nothing big, but I mean, hey, I didn't come here to, you know, really looking for nothing big. I just want to see if there's some fish here, and it is, in both species that I'm after, so you can't beat that, man. Got one on right here, folks, if it'll stay on. I don't know if it's one thing for sure, it's either a flathead or a gar, because that's the only 2 things that'll bite like that. I think it's gonna be a gar right there, more than likely. I'm getting a bite on 2, well, actually all 3 rods. I think a school of gar done found my baits is what's happened. When that happens, you might as well leave, because they'll sit here and eat you out of bait. Alright, folks, I rolled him up. We're fixing to run over here to another spot. I got one more spot I want to check before we get out of here. Had a school of gar come in here, found my baits, and when that happens, man, they'll eat you out of bait real quick. So one hitting on this one now. Got one pecking on that one. I got this one free line, but I'm fixing to click it back off. I was hoping he'd pull it out under the rock, and I think he did. I think I'm gonna call this video invasion of the gar, cause man, I tell you what, I think that's what's hitting both of them. Everywhere I've been today is gar. It's just an aggravating thing when I feel sorry for the folks that actually have to, you know, all the water they've got is, you know, full of gar like this. This place here's full of gar. Now I do see them. I see them everywhere I go, but I've never had them to actually come in as a school and start robbing my bait. Cause you know, I think I had 4 skipjack. I had 2 big ones and 2 little ones. And I only caught 4 fish, and I got 2 pieces left. If they're still on there, they may have got them. But I'm out of bait because of gars, not because of catfish. That's just the way it goes, though. A lot of times, you know, people getting bites and stuff and don't catch them. They, you know, can't figure out why. That's a lot of cases. It's gar. And these things are on the bottom. You know, they're not being dragged or anything. They're just sitting on the bottom. And we're in strong current right here. All right, folks. I almost left out doing an outro, but anyway, we're gonna get on out of here, man. Done run out of bait. The gar done ate me out of everything I had, but we did manage to get a few fish. You know, nothing big, but hey, it let me know. You know, just eliminate some water, really. Like I said, that first place we stopped at, I will be checking it again, but I want to catch it on a day when the current's a lot stronger, so we can, you know, give it its fair shake. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, get on to the house. I gotta get some things ready for work, but I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See you then, and God bless you.